Hello everyone, today I want to talk about Obsidian Quick Capture. This is an productivity technique that I've been using, and this problem have been quite tricky for me in a while, and that's why I want to share it to other people, and I think other people might have the same issue as well. So the thing is, I want to write my notes outside Obsidian, but I want to import them into Obsidian very frequently. And there's some requirements to my workflow because everyone have different definitions to what it means by quick capture, right? And that's why I have some requirements. I have a problem statement. First one, I want to quickly write down any text from anywhere without even switching the current tab or window to avoid context switching. The second requirement is that I can keep appending the note until I choose to save it. So it means that, for example, when I'm reading a book and then I write something on the note, I can read the book again and then add something to the notes, and then read the book again and then add something to the note, and then finally choose to save it. The third requirement is that I want to save the contents without even opening Obsidian, so that I don't have to waste my computer resource, because actually Obsidian take up more and more resource to load right now. The fourth requirement is that the workflow should be easy to implement and bug-free so that I don't have to manage it. The fifth requirement is the writing page should be extremely minimalistic to minimize distraction. So in Obsidian, you see all these buttons here, you see all these panels here, they are all distraction. You also have command, which allow you to do many things. But when I'm writing the fleeting notes, I don't want all this distraction. And a good to have feature is that I want my workflow to integrate with Raycast floating note, because I think it is the best floating notes. I can keep writing. I also have a shortcut to quickly toggle it. I can keep writing and then read something, keep writing, read something, keep writing. That is what I mean in the second point as well. So I've tried many different approaches to do this, but I will only talk about my final approach. I will also tell you why I don't want to choose other approach as well. So my final approach is that I will use the Raycast fitting nodes, and then I implement a shortcut which will create the markdown file in Obsidian. So I will show you what it means. Let's say I'm writing this note. This is a test, and then cool. This is a header. I don't even need to close it. I can just read it while I'm opening it, because this Raycast floating note, it is always on top, and that's why I don't even need to close it. But if I want to close it, the contents will still be here. So let's say now I finish my note, and then I will just select it, service, and then capture Obsidian. And then it will ask me, oh, where do you want to save? So this is my vault. I can choose where I want to save. Let's say I will just save in the root. And then it will ask me, okay, what's the name of your file? Test. Allow it to access your main folder. So it will go to here. Now I show you how to create this workflow. It's super simple. So it's just 3 steps. First, I define a quick action. It will receive some text, and then it will save the shortcut input. I will show you select variable, right? It will save the shortcut input, which is the selected text, into a file, and then it will ask you what is the title of this file, and then it will also ask you where to save it. So using this approach, you don't even need to open Obsidian. You don't need to install any extension, because Obsidian is not involved in the whole process. You're just creating a markdown file and then put this markdown file inside your Obsidian vault. After I save this, I can just remove it, and then I start to write another note. Now I will briefly talk about what are the fails options. I don't want to go through them one by one, but I will talk about if I see some sign, that would mean basically that option fails. For example, if the note is created using Obsidian URL schema, then it will fail, because basically if the note is created by this approach, it means that Obsidian has to be open all the time. It will take up your computer resources. Also, when the Obsidian URL is called, it will trigger a window change. The Obsidian window will be forced to be popped to the top. I will show you what it means. So let's say I want to create a note using the Obsidian Raycast extension, and then I create a note here. I want to create a note in the root, and it named test. So I create this note, and then you can see like the Obsidian window is boom, it is popped to the top, and I have to do a context switching and go back to the original window, and This is completely unnecessary because I don't manage to go to the Obsidian window. It's just forced me to go to Obsidian window. Even if your Obsidian app is closed, it doesn't help because it will force you to open your Obsidian app. And that is just not what I want, because that will eat up my computer resources. It forced me to have context switching. It adds some unnecessary distraction which might affect me. I might go to do something else instead of focusing on the articles that I'm reading. The second failing sign is that if the text disappear after you close the writing page, then it basically fails. So I will show you what it means. Like for example, I will use the Raycast Obsidian extension to do this demo again. So if I write something here and then I go back, I tap inside, you can see that the content is gone, which means that I cannot keep appending the text just like floating notes. That basically doesn't meet my requirement as well. And the third one is I already introduced, if the current tab is changed, basically it fails. And that's why using Web Clipper fails. Using Obsidian imported too complicated, just not what I need. It also doesn't meet my requirements. Obsidian Smart Capture, Raycast Obsidian extension, all these method fails because they use URL schema. There are some shortcut actions for Obsidian as well, which depends on also the Obsidian URI schema, which also fails. Basically, as long as it touched the Obsidian URI schema, it will fail. And that's why I think the best approach is to use Raycast floating notes and then go to shortcut, create markdown file in your vaults, and basically don't touch Obsidian at all. This is the most effective for me. I will show you once more. Writing something, write some markdown, select them, service, capture Obsidian. Test. Done. Done. Obsidian is not open at all. It works even if Obsidian is closed. I don't even need to write Obsidian, but I know the file is there because Shortcut is a native Mac OS app and it must work. It's almost bug-free because Apple create good products, and that's why it will not fail. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something in this video. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Bye.